Hey you guys, welcome back to another Sparkle adventure. I know that in my last video, which was a flip through of my wellness planner, I said that my next video was going to be an actual plan with me with my wellness planner. However, just because of timing and travels and all the things, I have not filmed that yet, but I'm so excited to film this video. It's actually like 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, but I'm just so excited to do this that I'm just going to jump right into it. And this has been a long time coming for me. So based on the title of this video, you can see that I am going to be setting up another planner. Now, why am I going to be setting up another planner? If you saw my video in November, where I explained why I was going to challenge myself to stick with one planner for a year and why I chose this style and this exact planner, you'll know that to cut to the chase in case you didn't see it, I wanted to try to just stick with one thing because before that, I was trying to change it up and use a bunch of different planners to be trendy and go with the seasons, and it just was wearing me out and was exhausting. So I decided to go with this lined vertical. Let me see if I can find a plain weekly spread for you so you can see the lined verticalness. Well, that's not a plain spread. Anyway, you get the idea. It's vertical, it's lined, awesome. So I've been using this planner since November. I think pretty much full time since November. But I realized at Chicago Planner Conference, which was in February, that this is not the planner piece that I thought it was. And that's because there was a session hosted by Cindy Guntert-Baldo, Llama Letters. I'll tag her, put all of her information in the description. But she described, what planner piece is, and I've heard it a million times in the community. I'm sure we all have. I've talked about finding planner piece and having planner piece, but listening to her talk, I realized that I actually didn't, because even though I had this planner with these cute spreads, there were weeks when I didn't plan at all, like this one, because sitting down and thinking about trying to make it cute before I could even write in my planner was sometimes really overwhelming because I didn't always have time or want to make the time to do, excuse my language here, the cute shit. There was one week in particular, I think I was on the phone with my mom, and in our conversation, I think I wrote this down in January. I don't think it might still be in this planner. Yeah. Here it is. So even though I hadn't decorated these pages, I still had shit that had to get done. So this was totally not cute. I was just making this functional. And I could probably go with that in these pages, but I realized that just having the cutesiness here in this planner adds pressure to my day and to my plans. And so what I had found myself doing was ugly planning. Well, it's what I call ugly planning. And I've been using this lined, spiral notebook that uses as a kid in school, or I was using them in college even. But, this is what I've been doing. I've been daily planning. Let me find here. This is a perfect example. Well, this is kind of how it started. This was in January. I was writing a daily list here of my to-dos, and then the rest of the page, or maybe going on to another page, was notes from that day. If I needed, this was a call we had with the client, and so I just jotted all the notes down from that call. And then it kind of evolved into my current style, because I actually, full disclosure, have not used this planner since before Chicago Planner Conference. The last week that's planned in here was the week of CPC, but I didn't use it. I thought, let me put down something cute, but then I just got annoyed and overwhelmed by the cuteness, and I didn't end up using it at all. And that was the last week that I put any stickers down. So what my current system, these are my notes for today. So I write down today's to-dos. Then I'm writing down my weekly to-do list, or kind of like a running brain dump over on this side of the page. And I rewrite it every day. So when I get tired of rewriting new planner, I will finally knock that thing out. I've honestly been rewriting new planner here for 2 weeks because I wanted to work on this project a little bit every day, and we'll get more into what it looks like and why and everything. And then here at the bottom, these are stickers I wanted to work on. So these were notes. And so I realized again that this is the planning that works for me. It's not cute, fully functional, So I needed to really scale back what my planner looks like. And I wanted to do a deep dive on how to put together a new planner based on this working for me, but I need a little bit more. So in this system, I'm not wellness planning. I don't have any monthly calendar. I don't have really any like notes pages. So this works for daily planning, but I need a little bit more out of a full planner setup. So I took Cindy's course. She has a Skillshare course on finding your perfect planner or something along those lines. I'll put the link to that course in the description down below. And through a process of elimination, I realized that what does work for me is a disc-bound planner. So the new planner that I will be setting up is still disc-bound, and it is honestly still a it's still a Frankenplanner. It's just going to look a little bit different than this one, or maybe a lot different. So once I had decided that I was going to go with a Frankenplanner, still, I had to kind of realize or figure out what that looked like. So one of the reasons why I like this ugly planner is because I can fold it, halfway shut and it's done. I can't do this in this cover. Now, sure, I can take out this planner, but what doesn't work for me about this planner is the weekly layouts, because I need dailies. And I could try to make my daily system work on here, but why am I trying to take what works for me and fit it into something that doesn't? That doesn't make sense. I need to strip away everything else and just get down to the bare bones of what I need. So with that being said, now if you want a full flip through of how this currently looks, I did put them in my Instagram stories and it's a highlight on my account. So check out Sparkle Adventures on Instagram. Like I said, there's a highlight bubble, and you'll be able to see a full flip through of this setup as it stands now. So what works for me? A Frankenplanner on discs that's more functional and has a section for monthlies, dailies, notes, and wellness planning. And earlier today, I was watching a Plan With Me video, and someone was talking about how my friend Rachel, it was her Plan With Me. She talks about how she has a memory planning section in her Frankenplanner, and I hadn't thought of that before. And I'm gonna try memory planning in a classic size Happy Planner. So I think I might give that a try. I just ordered one the other night. It should be here maybe in about a week or so. And then when that comes in, I might add it to my functional planner. Okay, so now that I know what I need to figure out how I want it to look. And my thought was to create a mood board. I needed to create something that was going to be a guide for me to look at and be like, this is what I want. Because and I'm sure I'm not the only one, as I scroll through Instagram, I see so much cute stuff. I mean, it's why we follow planner accounts, is because we want to see their pretty stuff and their pretty pages. And what would happen to me, and again, I'm sure I'm not the only one, I would see something cute and be like, oh, I need that in my planner. I want my planner to look like that. I want my planner to look that cute. And so one of Cindy's points in her talk was that I just, you find yourself going down all these rabbit trails of like, oh, this works for someone else and it's so cute. It must work for me too. Let me put this in my planner, or let me do this based on what other people are doing. So I had to stop that. Again, get down to the bare bones of what I need my planner to be, come up with a mood board, and then when I see something on Instagram that looks really cute, kind of refer back to my mood board and be like, does this fit the function or the style that I'm going for? If it doesn't fit it, just double tap that like button for the picture on Instagram and keep moving, because it's cute. I can recognize and appreciate that cuteness, but also recognize it doesn't fit my planner. It is not going to be best for me, and I can keep going. All right, I've talked enough about the mood board. Let me show it to you. Okay, I am so excited about this mood board. I spent a solid afternoon/evening working on putting this together, finding images on Instagram, quotes on Pinterest, putting together the color palette. I mean, I invested a ton of time in figuring out what would work for me, what I wanted my planner to look like, and what needed to go. Because honestly, there was a lot of stuff, or maybe a color I was trying to throw on my color palette, that really didn't work. So starting at the very center, your life isn't yours if you always care what someone else thinks. I thought when I saw that quote, I actually gasped. As I was working on this project, I was doing a video chat with my best friend, Bella. She's at the Modest Cat. She has the cutest shop, and I just love all of her stuff. So I'll be linking her information as well. But anyway, we were doing a video chat and I saw this quote and I just thought, this is so perfect for my planner and what I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be something that works for someone else. I want it to be something that works for me. My planner isn't mine if I'm doing it and putting it together based on what someone else thinks or what is trendy or insert whatever here. So then let's go to the color palette. Starting up in the top left, gold glitter. It honestly just doesn't get better than that. It's the fairy dust that brings happiness and joy to my life. And pink and gold is my favorite color combo, so I had to go there. A functional planner, I've got to have black. It's got to be basic and not like dark or gothic, but it's just a very classic, simple, easy to find, easy to make. Black pen ink. I mean, black was it. And then I really wanted kind of mauve-y neutral tone. I tried brown and tan, but I ended up going with this more purplish mauve color because I think it completed the look, but it's not too many colors either. If you can notice, another thing that shows up on this mood board multiple times is line art. This is something I've seen from a couple of shops that mainly focus on functional style things. And I'll get more into those kinds of shops, but they have line art. I looked on Pinterest and found the pieces that you see here. I mean, I just think they're so cute. Although I will say I do have a little bone to pick with the artists who are putting things up, at least things that I could find. There weren't any line art illustrations of plus size women. So Bella's going to try to recreate something for me in the future. But for now, I added this one on here because I love the style of the artwork. Then we have the pink bow clip. Now, I will say with this being a functional planner, I want to keep accessories and actual color pretty much to a minimum. So having this bow clip on here that's pink and gold, that's representative of the accessories being pink and gold. The actual like planner pages and stickers themselves, I won't be using a whole lot of color. We're really going to keep it bare, keep it minimum. The M with the flowers, I really liked it. It filled that space really well, honestly, but it gives room for florals if I want to include those. The first initial of my name. There we go. Then we have the covers, of the Happy Planner and gold discs. I'll get into the supplies that I have, but I thought that was exactly what I wanted to go with was black and gold, simple, classic, done. Confidence on the bottom right-hand corner. That is my word of the year for this year. I love the brush stroke, the font of confidence, abstractness of the brush stroke. We're incorporating that pink color from the color palette. So I put that together. Love it. Then I have these abstract dots. I think these are actually from Canva. I went through and I looked at their templates of like posters and stuff, and they had used these polka dots in something. So I isolated those dots and I pulled them into this mood board because I think they're really cute. They go with this abstract, functional, classic, simple kind of look. Then we have a picture of a planner. That was kind of what I was going for. It was inspiration. I pulled a picture of a Villa Beautiful pen, which I think I have something in my stash very similar. My only thing is that Villa Beautiful is gel ink, so I'm going to try to be replacing the gel inks with regular ballpoint because those work better for me as a left-handed person. Last thing is this grid. I love a hand-drawn line grid that looks simple, cool, and then the Monstera leaf that's pink because I love Monstera. Although as I was pulling pieces to put together this planner, I don't have anything Monstera, so that will be something that I have to incorporate. Maybe as we get closer to summer, more shops will have Monstera stuff, so that might be kind of a note for the future. All right, now let me show you the pieces that I've accumulated in order to put this planner together, and then we can start putting it together. First up is the cover that I showed you on my mood board, the black snap-in cover from the Happy Planner. This is the front and the back. There are fingerprints on it. I think it's because I just picked this up a little bit ago and I had lotion on my hands. Really simple. I love that it's snap-in, so I'll be able to like fold my planner back on itself. I will say the only thing that bothers me about this is these strings on the back. Now, I don't know if it came to me like that or if my cat did that, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just like very carefully trim them. I did order this from Joann in a recent sale. If that bothers me, I might look at the return policy and see, because I got this out of the package, put this on my desk. My cat had walked on it for like 2 seconds. And then I kind of, yelled at her. I just, honestly, I did. I yelled at her to get down. And then it looked like this. So I don't know if it was because she stepped on it for a whole 2 seconds or if it came to me like that. I don't know. It does bother me seeing it, but maybe because it's on the back, I won't see it much. I don't know. Comment down below. Do you think I should return it? Do you think I should just deal with it? Do you think my cat did it? Did it come to me like that? Okay, there's the cover. Now, as for discs, I wanted plastic discs because I find that paper will turn on the discs much easier. I saw that there were 2 sets of discs because Maggie Holmes has her own version of a disc-bound planner, and she has discs that are sold individually. One is this set of blush pink discs, which was perfect for my mood board. It doesn't have any sort of shape to it on the inside. It doesn't look like I haven't even opened them yet, as you can tell. And I think they're slightly larger than the classic size Happy Planner discs. Okay. And then they have these, which are clear with a little bit of gold flecks to them. I did buy both because I wasn't sure which I would like better. I think I might start with the gold flecks on clear and then maybe switch to the pink if I think I want to start with these and then we'll kind of see how we like it from there. Next up are the inserts that I'll be using. And first up is the monthlies. I purchased these printables from, let's see, the shop is on the name here, Alex Marie Designs. And of course, these will be linked in the description down below. What I love about these inserts is that they are monthlies. They are lined. I think I punched these on the wrong page. I'll have to reprint January. Because I think I'm like 95% sure it's supposed to go like this. Yeah, I think I punched this one wrong. Okay, so I'll have to redo January. No big deal. I love that they're lined because I find myself... Let me pull out this planner. Woo, got stuff coming out of the bottom. Let's go to a monthly. It's kind of all over the place, and I wish it looked a little bit more organized. Yeah, I wish it just looked a bit more organized with lined boxes. So I was so thrilled that I could find a monthly printable with a lined box. And something else that I really love about this is that there is dot grid paper between the months. There is one option where it's not the dot grid paper. It's just the months are back to back. But with this one, I loved this set here. So that way, if I want to put like my priorities for the month, any notes, if I wanted to do some quick jotting down of memories for memory keeping stuff, I could put it in here. It gives me a bit of the dashboard feel. I can maybe do some like bullet journaling. I'm not sure how I want to use these yet, but I love that I have this option. And then if I never use them, then it's no sweat. Yeah, I definitely cut February. I'm sorry. I punched January on the wrong side because it's supposed to go like this. So we can see top 3 things are lined monthly boxes. And something else that's fun about this, although I probably wouldn't do this again if I had a choice, is that there's a silly holiday every single day. So let's see. It is currently, as I'm filming this, Sunday, March 29th. It is Mom and Pop Business Owner Day. Well, isn't that fun? And tomorrow's Take a Walk in the Park Day. I just might have to do that. Okay, so these are the monthlies. Then the next section is dailies. As I was looking for supplies to accumulate for this planner, I came across and have known about Cloth and Paper. It is a planner shop, and she has functional stuff on pat. Or on lockdown pat. You know what I mean? That's really the look that she goes for with her shop. And she has these notes pages that are really pretty. They look similar to this. But the difference was just, it came down to cost. This is a skill that I have that I can pretty much recreate, print, and cut my own supplies. It's the benefit of, the right software and tools and products, or whatever. Being a former shop owner myself, it was easy for me to take what she had done and pretty much recreate it for myself for a fraction of the cost. I will put a link to her version of these down in the description. So because I want to support her shop, it's amazing. I do have a couple of products from her shop, but spending like $20 to get, and it might have been less than that, but it was pretty expensive for just 30 sheets. And if I'm doing daily pages, that's only going to last me a month. And so it was like $20 plus shipping. You can see the cost would add up pretty quickly. These are ones that I printed myself, like I said. I did just print, I think there's only like 2 weeks here. This is a trial run. I've already tried using one of these pages for a day, and there's too much room up in this header. So when I go back and I make changes, I'm going to scoot this up a little bit and give myself some more lines to work with. But other than that, it's super simple. Just like this spiral notebook, the Ugly Planner, I'll be able to fill in whatever I wanted. I thought about going ahead and breaking it up into sections today, this week, and notes, but some days I need more room for things than other days. Like on this day, I didn't use the notes section at all. This day I had more in the today section. So if I had put notes like in the middle of the page, well, then where am I going to put the rest of my to-dos? So it wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't remain functional if, again, I was trying to take what works for me and fit it in a system that doesn't. So that being said, I'm currently working on creating stickers. So if I do want to kind of cutesy it up, I can put today notes. Like I can add that if I want to, but I'm going to try to restrict myself to making it less cute and more functional. So there is the monthly and daily section. Next up is the wellness planning section. Now I did think about how I was going to do wellness planning, and I thought I would change it up. But when I really evaluated my wellness planning system, I knew that this wellness planner just really works for me. I really like this system. I took some time traveling and then took some time off of wellness planning. I'm not even going to try to fill these pages in. These are just going to be lost weeks. This is the current week. I got back to it and I just love this. So I'm just going to be taking a section from this and putting it in the Frankenplanner like I did with my last setup. I'm just going to stick with this. And then lastly, I have notes pages. Just like in my last planner, I can show them to you. Let me get out my old planner again. Running out of space on my desk. So I had a section in the back just for random notes, and in the bullet journal community, they call it collections. So these are, I have rosacea and I had researched some products I wanted to try. So as I try a product, these are the next ones I wanted to try. I've tried this one, but whatever, this isn't a rosacea video, but I wanted to collect the ideas and products in one place instead of every time I go to the store, every time I'm at a moisturizer being like, okay, well, what did I want to try next? This is going to be a way for me to track ones that I've tried, how it works, how it doesn't, stuff like that. These were notes for when I was closing my shop, projects in the house I want to work on. These are shops that have the minimal/functional look to them, so we can go into those here. I've already talked about cloth and paper. Glittery Life Plans, Trisha, she's so awesome. I met her at Chicago Planner Conference, and her shop is awesome. High Paper Clouds, stickers, and I believe some digitals. I haven't shopped from her yet, but I came across her on Instagram and I jotted her down, which is why having this note section is so awesome. The Planner Spot, another shop for functionals, Fox and Pip, and Purpose Papery. So, having a note section is awesome. And then when it came to this planner, these were things that I wanted to have in order to have like a completed setup. So I was able to track like where I was at in the step, what I had worked on, what I had done. And then these are ideas for functional stickers to make for myself. Okay, so those are the 4 sections: monthly, daily, wellness, and notes. As for the cute stuff or not so cute stuff, on the inside, I made these dividers out of acetate, although I did make them earlier this past week, and they've collected some pet hair in the meantime, so I'll take some sort of like anti-static something and clean them up. I could have purchased something. I really like the frosted dashboards, but again, I'm going for kind of cost-effective, budget-friendly options. So I might grow into that or get myself that as a treat in the coming days or weeks or whatever. I really wanted to challenge myself to stick with this setup for a month. That was something that Cindy said as well, was that whenever you make a change to something new, try to use it for a whole month and you can see what about it works and what doesn't. So if I'm only going to stick with this for a month, let's say maybe in a month's time, I decide functional is not it for me, I didn't want to invest a whole lot of money on this setup. So I bought this acetate on Amazon. It will be linked down below. I cut it down to size, used a tab punch, punched out some holes, and called it a day. One of the few things that I did buy for this setup, I purchased at CPC from Cloth and Paper. And that is this dashboard right here. Whatever you do for work or play, do it with passion. Christian Dior. Something that's so great about cloth and paper, and I'm totally going to recommend these shops, the ones that were on that list, cloth and paper in particular, because I'm familiar with this shop the most, is that, you know, I would recommend buying these products, even though I've recreated some for myself. There's something so luxurious about buying something really nice, which is why, like I said, I might in the future grow into frosted dashboards or another item that might be a bit more luxurious than these acetate dividers, but whatever. Back to this. This feels really cool. I have no idea what this material is. It's like velvety and soft. So I love this, and I'm so excited to use this. Next up is this pocket dashboard that I made. I thought that I had black cardstock in my stash, but this is more like construction paper. It's what I had on hand, so I went ahead and put it together. At the recording of this video, we are under quarantine for the COVID-19 virus. I'm just kind of saying this. If anyone goes back and watches this, I couldn't just run to Michael's and buy paper. So I used what I had on hand, which, like I said, is more construction paper material, printer paper. It's really lightweight. So I may remake this in the future or buy something. But the covers that I have, the snap-in covers from Happy Planner, don't have pockets on them. And I really like having a pocket option to throw something into my planner. So I made this, but this is something I'll probably replace in the future. And then lastly, I made some dashboards, vellum dashboards. So this one is Confidence. This is from that mood board that I showed you. These are the polka dots. I just spread them out and filled up a whole page with them. This is a line art digital piece I bought from Etsy. And then I put these blobs behind her. They're abstract. They're in that mauve color from my mood board. And then this grid line that I created myself using Photoshop and my graphics tablet. I'm really actually proud of these dashboards because I designed them myself, made them myself. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't draw this line art. I purchased it. And I didn't draw these polka dots, but I did take them and I designed this dashboard around that, created piece. So I'm really happy with how these turned out. Enough talking. Let's get to putting this system together. First things first, let's grab the cover and these rings. Like I said, I am going to start with these. I might end up switching to the blush, but I think that these are going to be a good place to start because they look a bit more minimal than the pink. And I really wanted to keep with minimal decor because I think as soon as it gets cutesy, there's that pressure that my planner pages need to be cute. And I'm trying to avoid that like pretty much at all costs because trying to have cutesy pages is pressure and keeps me from planning, keeps me from using my planner, and then I just end up using a spiral notebook again. So I wanted to really keep it, having struggle here. Whoops. Right, so I really want to keep it classic, simple, minimal, not too much design. Let me just pop these on. Oh. Okay, so they aren't punched out in the center. They are just a disc. I don't know. I could measure it up against a classic size disc by itself. All right, so this is, I think, obviously, so this is from Happy Planner. It is 1.25 inches, roughly. Let's see how the diameter of this is. This is definitely closer to 1.5 inches. So these are larger discs. If you're looking for something a little bit larger, than a classic size Happy Planner disc without going to the expander discs because this is the expander disc. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, this is definitely way bigger. then this Maggie Holmes disc. The expander disc is over 1.75 inches. It's closer to 2 inches. So if you're looking for something between a classic size and an expander disc, these ones from Crepe Paper, the Maggie Holmes Planner, Day to Day is the collection. I ordered these from Joann, and they had a killer sale when I ordered them. I think these were like $3 a set. I mean, it's crazy. All right. Oh, and they have mini sizes too. I just didn't see any point in getting minis because I didn't need minis. I'm going to go ahead and put the back cover on. This is difficult. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Got the covers on. Finally, sheesh. Let me put these Happy Planner discs away. Okay, next up, let's grab... I'm just going to put the inserts in first. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the monthlies. Again, I am going to have to reprint and cut the January monthly because I punched it on the wrong sides, but we'll just put it in here for now. Another thing that I want to invest in the future, in addition to some premium products, is an arc punch. I do have a Happy Planner punch, but if you have used the Happy Planner punch or are familiar with that punch at all, you'll know that it's really not great. It's good if you just need to punch the occasional thing, or maybe you are a beginner, new to Happy Planner or the arc punch. It's more, I think it's easily... Like, you can easily buy it at Michael's, Joann, probably Hobby Lobby too. I don't know. But it sucks. It doesn't cut a whole lot. It doesn't really cut acetate, which is why these dividers, I'm going to grab one here. What I have to do, because I don't have the arc punch, which is the more expensive option, I have to use like a regular hole punch. And then I hope you can see this on camera. A regular hole punch. And then like with my scissors, I'll cut the little lines so that I can pop it on the discs. All right, there we go. So we have our monthlies in there. Let's go to dailies. I am going to be adding something to these tabs that say monthly, daily, notes, wellness, something like that. I might try to do vinyl. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I didn't want the indecision of that choice holding me back from using this planner. So I'll just figure it out later. Trying to do too much at once. All right. So there's that. Let's grab the wellness section. So it is currently March, but it's about to be April. So I'm just going to grab the April stuff. I think when you're watching this, it's probably April. You know what? Let's grab the April goals. Okay. March. We have our March spreads. Here we go. April. All right, and then our last divider is for notes. So another thing that I will be doing in the future is making my own or buying notes pages, But for now, what I'm going to do is grab the ones from my other Happy Planner that's in the teal cover. And that's because when I'm writing with this planner, if I were to do like this and not add pages and not fill the discs all the way up, when I go to write something, as I'm left-handed, if I don't fill up the discs, then these are in my way and I'm having a hard time. But if I fill up these pages, then it's not going to be as big of a deal for my hand to be on top of the discs like this, because I'll be able to easily write because the paper will be up. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's go grab these notes pages. Like I said, they don't go with the theme or like the functional look, but I'll be changing them out in the future. So I'm just going to grab... I do have some plain note paper somewhere in my stash. I think it's on my bookshelf. But I'll do that later. I'll grab those later. All right. Oh, yeah, I wanted to grab this. I'm going to put this in my new planner. This was my best friend Bella and I at Chicago Planner Conference. The colors go with my new planner setup. This paper clip goes with my new planner setup, with it being pink and gold. And it makes me so happy. So I'm going to move that over to my new planner. I'm also going to grab this journaling card from Indian Ivy Ink, and maybe this paper clip too. Let's see if we like it. Okay, so we are in the notes section. All right, next I want to add the dashboards. All right. Oh, they're not flipping very well. So let's start off with, I really like the ones that I made. Let's go with, I think, confidence in the front. Or, oh, I got a lot going on here. I like the girl with the coffee. Let's go with that. All right, and then let's go to the next section. We'll make it an abstract piece. Let's go with polka dots for dailies. Then we've got wellness. Wellness can be confidence. And then lastly, we have notes pages. So first things off the bat, I'm going to want to put a sheet of just plain white paper behind this, because I don't like that it's on top of the green. And same thing for, was it wellness? Yeah, this is the wellness section. I'm going to put a piece of white paper right there. But let's see if I like these layered together. I don't know if I will, but let's see what we think. No. What if we did the polka dots? Trying to figure out where to put this dashboard. Okay, that's really cute. I love that. Okay, so we have that dashboard in here. Oh, you know what? I could put the pocket dashboard in the notes section right behind this grid paper. There we go. Oh my gosh, yes. Love that. And then I just need something here. And we've got, I think I'm going to put this behind the divider. Perfect. It's so cute and pretty. It makes me real happy. Better than ever. Okay. So same thing. I'm going to put the dashboards behind the divider. Since it's acetate, it's going to give you the same effect. But then whenever I switch to a section, I'll be able to see the dashboard first. So if I were to keep it like this, let me put it back so you can see what I mean. Let's say I'm like writing notes back here in this section, blah, 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 blah. And then I need to go to my wellness section. If I keep the dashboard here, if I keep it dashboard, then divider, whenever I flip to this section, I'm only seeing the back of it. But if I put the dashboard behind the divider, let me throw it in there like that. Okay, so now I have it behind there. Let's say, again, I'm writing notes, blah, 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 blah. And then I want to flip to wellness. Whenever I flip the page, I'll see the dashboard first, which is really why I put dashboards in a planner, is because they look cute. All right, we are done with this and this. We can put these discs away. Oops. Okay, so now let's cutesify it up just a smidge. I did say I wanted to have this picture of Bella and I. Let's find a dashboard to put it on. Do I want it here? I really think I do. Look how cute that is. That's so cute. And then the Indian Ivy ink one. I don't think I want that one there, just because like it would be distracting, I think. Oh, maybe there. Whatever you do for work or play, do it with passion. Yes, 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 yes. So I don't want two dangle clips side by side. What if, I feel like I need another clip. This has a clip mark on it. Let's come back to that. I do want it here. I don't want to glue it or tape it down or adhere it in any way. Confidence and... Okay, so I did already custom this video, so you got your warning. If you are familiar with TikTok at all, Dan and I, that's my husband, we have been watching TikTok videos a lot recently, and there's this one like theme of videos. Anyway, the quote is that how women have, especially white women, have the quote, live, laugh, love in their house. They should change it to alive. Fuck. I thought it was so funny. So I made my own little journaling card that does that. So I'm just going to pop this journaling card on there because I think that's so funny. And then we have the danglies. There we go. Okay. And then another thing that I purchased are these sticky notes from the day-to-day collection. I have been using sticky notes a lot. And I can show you, once I get it out of here, how I use them. And then when I saw that Maggie Holmes had some and they were in the colors of my functional planner, I just, like, I had to have them. I'm going to just pop them in the back so that way they're, like, I know where they are. I won't have to, like, flip through stuff to grab them. Okay, so let's go to my daily section. And let's say I should put some sort of, I want top tabs of some kind. So I'll have to figure that out. Let's say this is today, right? Well, I don't do weekly planning, but let's say there's something that's coming up tomorrow or there's a task that I need to do tomorrow. What I'll do is I will grab a Post-it or sticky note. Let me grab one from the back here. Oh, that's like super sticky, which is nice because a lot of times these decorative sticky notes are not sticky. All right, so then something's coming up. I have a call with a client tomorrow. I'll use this sticky note to be a reminder. Call. Oh, this pen does not work very well. Call with, I don't know, Ron at 3 p.m. So then when I sit down in the morning and I'm looking at I'm making my plans for the day, writing out my appointments, I'll see this on here and be like, oh, that's right. And because I don't do weekly planning ahead of time, I can't I don't know. It's just really easy for me to go with this system. So I've been using sticky notes a lot. So I'll leave that right there. You know, I think I might go with this. Maybe I purchased this at Chicago Planner Conference. I don't remember the name of the booth. I will look it up and I'll put it down in the description down below. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that is. And that can be my marker for my daily page. Couple of other pieces. Let's see. We still have this to figure out. I need a clip. I think a cute binder clip would work really well on here, like a gold one. Let me look in my stash and see if I can find one. Okay, that was really easy. I went over to where I keep my decorative paper clips and I saw this pretty much like right on top. So we'll put that right there. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, this is really cute. So flipping cute. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use this one. We have this journaling card from Cloth and Paper. This was also swag from CPC. Let's see where we want this. I really like the idea of having like, so when we go to our daily section, it looks like there's a spread here. So let's work with that idea here. Maybe I'll put this on this side. I might have to make some more dashboards because I really like the spread aspect of this, where there being like a phrase piece here and then some sort of pattern over here. I might have to create some more stuff. I think for now, let's grab, I don't know, this thing, which I wasn't going to use, and I'll just stick it on this divider and I'll come back to that later. So looks like the last thing in my things that I wanted to use or supplies I wanted to use were these cloth and paper stickers that were also swag from Chicago Planner Conference. Shout out to Chicago Planner Conference for having me come as a vendor, as a workshop leader, and because I had access to all this awesome swag. I think what I want to do is just throw this in this pocket for now. I want to buy more or maybe make some of these myself. Again, I love how functional these are. They're just, they're so functional and pretty. The packaging, the style of cloth and paper products, it's so luxurious, which makes me think I'm like kind of tempted to buy more, but I might also just try to find this sticker paper and make them myself, considering I did have a sticker shop. It would be easy to make myself. So I'm just going to put those in here and I'll kind of figure out how I want to use them later. So let's start at the beginning and do a flip through based on where we are right now. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Okay, so my planner for April is a functional Frankenplanner using classic size Happy Planner and DIY bits and accumulated parts and pieces. This is a snap-in cover with the discs from the day-to-day collection from Crepe Paper Maggie Holmes. I made my own dividers using acetate. This is why I need to clean them up. You can see the pet hair. Okay, then I made this dashboard using this line art piece that I bought from Etsy. This first section is made up of monthlies, and these monthly pages have, if I can find one. Oh, that's another thing. I need to make tabs for the months so I can easily flip to whichever month I need. That's a future project. The months are lined boxes, which I freaking love. Then we have our daily section here, which is just note paper. This note paper here, I designed myself. I only have 2 weeks of it here, so I can make adjustments and then print and cut some more. This section is wellness. I'm going to be filling it out some more, adding some more dashboards, and I'm going to put some paper here so that way this confidence really stands out against it instead of seeing this page. And then this last section, I have this pocket dashboard I made myself, and then note paper. So upcoming projects, let's use a sticky note and make a list. Upcoming projects include monthly tabs. I'm going to put top tabs question mark. Note pages, because I need to replace these color options. I need more patterned dashboards. I need to reprint January. What else? I feel like there was more. Is there more? Oh, I need to put the labels on the dividers. Labels on dividers. Okay. So this is where we are for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to see how this comes together, and subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video of seeing more of this project. I've got some Happy Meal stuff coming up. I will be doing a wellness plan with me as promised in my last video. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.